Hello, everyone. This is Alexander. I just want to let you guys know as to how I've been doing since my mom's death. It hasn't been easy. It has not been easy in terms of dealing with my mom's death. Losing a parent is, as many of you know, is devastating. Losing a loved one is devastating, but even worse than that, losing a parent is devastating. Um, Yeah, I'm getting used to it, but you never really totally get used to the idea that your parents are gone. But I know that my mom's up in heaven. And I also know that, yeah, and I understand um, that once the spirit is gone, they're gone forever. But I can still feel her spirit inside of me, because I'm her son and whatnot. And I will always feel her. I will always feel my Argentine heritage because Argentina, even though I was not born over there, I have Argentine blood in me. So whatever, whatever goes on in Argentina or anything that pertains to Argentina, I'll feel it. I will automatically feel that Argentine blood just moving inside of me. As you know, or as you know, there's been a couple bright spots about this. Um, as many of you know, or many of you may know about my mom, and some of you may not. And there are those of you that do, and those of you that don't. Um, I've learned how to cook, and many of you may say, "How? Oh, I'm finally learning how to cook." Well, yes, that's true. And let me tell you why. My mom was the type of person that she never liked anyone being in the kitchen around her or with her. And although many times I've tried to warn her in a nice way that I would need to learn how to cook, well, didn't matter. Uh, it didn't matter at all because she was the type of person who was, yeah, very strong-willed, uh, like me, of course. Uh, she just did not like anybody to be with her in the kitchen because it irritated the heck out of her. Okay, and I respect that. Um, as you know, my mom is will always be my mom. That's understandable. And tomorrow or the next day, um, her ashes will be taken back to Argentina. And of course, my family, my Uncle Marcelo, my Aunt Gloria, and everyone else down there will do another service for her, as was done over here, in courtesy of me and a few others over here in Cathedral in Palm Springs. My mom went through a lot. She went through a lot, sacrifice for me, for my dad when they were together. It was really hard. So so it's really hard. So yeah, it's really hard. But I could still feel her. I could still feel her presence through uh, every time I go into her bedroom, or when I'm cooking something. I've inherited her way of cooking. It's just, I mean, and of course, I got my ever since that she passed away. I also got myself another job with Instacart, delivering groceries to people in their homes. Because of, as you know, Ralph's with holding down one job is not enough. It's not enough. And sometimes if I have to go to LA to work, I may have to do it. And I hope I don't uh, cross the bridge once it's, well, you know what I mean. Uh, but yeah, yeah. I hope to see her one day. And every time I ask the Lord, And I asked the Lord to please protect her now that she's up there, and to let her know that I'm okay down here. Um, yeah, she like says she came over here at the end of 19 in the beginning of 1969, and the only time that she went back to Argentina was when we went down there back in 2006 for 3 weeks, and yeah, but yeah, my mom's health wise was within the last few years, as a result of her type 2 diabetes, she had two brain injuries. Yeah, two brain injuries. The last one that she had was back in 2015. Okay, 2015, which when we used where she sustained the worst of one of them all was right over here in her forehead. She was chasing after our dog Chiquita, and all of a sudden, what happened was, as she was chasing our dog, who was very sick at the time, couldn't see, couldn't hear, her diabetes kicked in and fogged up her brain. What do you mean? I'm not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fogged up her brain. Fogged. Fogged up her brain. And of course, that was the result of the brain injuries that she had. And after that, the brain injuries, it was taking her a lot longer to. I mean, as much as she recuperated a lot, uh, of course, with my dad also being a diabetic, and he too had two brain injuries. He warned me that that the process would be lengthy. The recovery process would be lengthy for her, and it was. Yes, it was. It was becoming very lengthy, and I was losing patience with her, because then again, the reason I was losing patience with her because I was not feeling the I wasn't I wasn't going through what she was going through. I understood theoretically, but I wasn't experiencing it myself. But yeah, my mom was. But I have to say, remarkably though, within 3 weeks or 4 weeks after she had her second brain injury, she was already doing stuff around the house, like cooking, cleaning, and of course I had no right to take that away from her. So that's why uh, I decided not to say anything to her about it, even though she knew that I had to learn these things all along. And of course, I did learn these things all along, way back back when I was in the back when I was a teenager, or even before I became a teenager. Yeah, of course, she taught me to iron. She taught me to clean, of course, and the job at Ralph's as well. She taught me to what else? Do laundry and whatnot. So yeah, and to a certain extent, drive a car. So of course, my mom spoiled me in every way. That's and of course she spoiled my dad too. But I think she even spoiled me. Spoiled me even more in everything. But but there were a lot of times that she shook me up for the right reasons, and of course I wouldn't be the person that I am today without her. That's just normal. Yeah. Of course, I could still feel her everywhere I go, and of course, let's say one of these days I go to Argentina and feel her, and especially to Buenos Aires, and be amongst other family members, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel that her around me, and of course, I feel her around me when I when I'm around other Argentine people, and of course I'm going to feel it when I go every time I go back to Los Angeles, especially Santa Monica where I was born. I'm going to feel her presence everywhere I go. Um, and I haven't been back to Los Angeles yet because I know when I go back there, or if I go back there for a visit, I will sob and sob uncontrollably. Um, Especially when I go to 1225 15th Street, Santa Monica. The the hospital's still there. The original tower has been demolished about 5 years ago. Um, I will sob uncontrollably. But anyhow, folks, I just wanted to, and also I want to thank you for the amount of support that each and every one of you, friends and family, have given me throughout throughout these trying times. Thank you for that. Thank you to everyone else, including those at my work. Thank you as well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay right now. Um, I'm doing okay right now, so I'm expecting a lot of great things to happen to me within the next few months, maybe within a few weeks or so. I'll let you guys know as to how I'm doing, and of course, you guys see me every day on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's my only way of communication other than calling people up. So I'm doing all right. I'm living in Desert Hot Springs temporarily. Hopefully, I can move back down to Cathedral City very soon. So, folks, just thank you for watching this video and listening to me speak from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you.